So many things happening, and so many of you follow very closely all of our work and all the various issues. We've got a big set of issues coming up next year, including a big electoral reform package that I'm very excited about, a lot of environmental work that we continue to be deeply involved with, and some education and transportation work too. I know so many of you come up to Sacramento, but I just want to really encourage you to take the opportunity to come up at some point and get to know our staff in Sacramento. We've got a wonderful team there, and if you haven't had a chance to meet Colleen yet, I think I just wanted to point her out. Colleen's in the red, just wave to everybody. And Colleen is my wonderful chief of staff who's based up in Sacramento and is here representing our Sacramento team. So please take an opportunity to get to meet her, because we're not always, there's a whole different world there, there's a whole different world here. And so here's Colleen.
Hi.
Colleen brought a lot of experience from the Capitol building to our team and how to craft an extraordinary policy team there that is just kicking ass and taking names up within the policy circles up in Sacramento. So we always love having people come from the district, and those of you who come up, I know that we try to give you as good a world treatment as possible. We'll take you into the Senate and get to see all the madness that happens up there. But I just wanted to thank you for coming. I want to thank you for being my friend and being my supporter. I want to give a real special shout out to this extraordinary team that we have working here in LA, who just work so hard to be out there every single day in all the community events and getting to know everybody. Obviously, our incredible leader, Sam, who all of us with, he of course ran this amazing campaign that we ran last year, and then of course transitioned so effectively into a leadership position here in our office in Los Angeles, and has built a great team here. So I want to point some of them out to make sure that everybody knows them. Obviously, the indefatigable Eugene, of course, among so many other things, a member of the Westwood Neighborhood Council now too. Which is
real action coming up.
It's real action coming up. This is not we're not here for politics, but we obviously have. So Eugene is just a sparkle of great energy everywhere he goes. Jamie, of course, as well, who's done an amazing job of coordinating our interns and also handling so much of the extraordinarily important constituency work that happens here. Before we had this event, we had a brunch with our interns. And it was super fun. And I just got to go around the room and hear about what everyone was working on. And you just hear these really very sad stories from people who have been, had trouble getting their unemployment insurance, or folks who are having trouble with their disability, or some sort of veterans benefit. And there's a lot of people who are struggling obviously the economy is finally picking up, but there's a lot of people, even in this district, which is a little wealthier than a lot of the other Senate districts, but there's still a great deal of poverty and challenges that we have. And we get really heartening, difficult calls from constituents who are really struggling. And we've got this team of folks who are handling those calls, treating everybody with respect and compassion, and working with them to try to get their problems resolved. And what I kept hearing over and over again from the interns was how incredibly heartening it was to be able to help someone in a moment of need, in a moment of challenge, get that benefit, get that support that they may need. I told them that when I was their age, I was interning at Zev Yaroslavsky's office for the county supervisor, and I took so many of the lessons from that experience handling constituent calls with me as I've gone through my own political career. So I just want to thank Jamie for all of his work in working with them. I also obviously want to thank Lauren Pezermees, who's been a wonderful staffer. She's our staffer mainly on arts issues. She's also, of course, been a really important player in a lot of community work in the South Bay, particularly on a lot of the oil anti-oil campaigns that took place in Hermosa Beach. And we had I think a really productive hearing not too long ago in Manhattan Beach talking about the Refugio oil spill and looking at all the implications and the issues involved there. A lot of the focus has been on Santa Barbara, and we were so anxious to make sure that we brought the committee into LA to talk about the impact on the South Bay and all the economic issues involved. And it turns out there's a lot of folks who don't even know they don't even know that this was caused by a spill, that there's liability associated with it, that there's actually a lot of law in place to get people compensated for whatever sort of impact that they may have had, economic or otherwise. And so we wanted to make sure that that the people are made aware of this. And Lauren, of course, has also been an important leader on our arts work. We had a great hearing. We got 2 fantastic hearings recently. One on the creative economy and all the impact that the creative economy has on our economy as a state, and the other having to do with arts education and making sure that school districts are in compliance with their requirements under the education code with regards to providing arts education. A lot of school districts have unfortunately rolled back their commitment to arts education during not just this recent recession, but previous recessions as well. And the law actually is pretty clear that they are responsible for providing a good quality arts education to kids. And we've got to now figure out how to work with our districts to get us back. To get us back.
Read it.
Yeah, read it.
Where's the IT person?
Fernando is not here. Fernando Morales, who's fantastic. He's in Washington D.C. representing us, with the president right now. So he's not here, but I know a lot of you know him and love him. He's a great guy. He's been such a great face for us in a lot of community organizations, and also just a great personality. And then finally, I want to introduce, and many of you know her now, our newest addition to the team, and that's Lila. And Lila has just been fantastic. I mean, she's a Stanford grad, but we're not going to hold it against her. Go Bears, go Bears. But she actually has a lot of experience teaching and in the classroom, and brings all the passion and vivaciousness of a classroom teacher to this job. She's also passionate about public policy and a great personality. And I can see her. She does just as well reading and distilling a policy report as she does work in a crowd. And that's an important pair of skills that don't necessarily go well together, but are incredibly important in politics and in government. And so she's just a fantastic addition. So I'm just really proud of the team we have. I really want to make sure everybody gets to know them and continue to work with them. We're working hard every single day to be strong advocates and representatives for this district, this extraordinary district that I grew up in and continue to call home. So I thank you for your continued support. I thank you for your engagement with this office. And thank you for coming today, and wish you very happy holidays, and come see us up in Sacramento. So
thank you for donating the toys.
Yes, of course.
Oh, the
We actually Christine from Upward Bound House was here, and then a couple of the other nonprofit organizations were here who are going to be benefiting from this extraordinary set of donations. We got some wonderful donations from the folks who showed up today. Mattel showed up with a bunch of toys for kids that are in the room there. So a lot of kids of need, largely homeless, from homeless families, are going to be benefiting a great deal from the toys that you brought today. So I just,
throughout our district.
Throughout our district. Throughout our district. It is I am continually struck by how much deprivation continues to exist, even amongst all of the extraordinary prosperity that exists in this area. And it's our responsibility to continue to not only do the sort of micro work that helps individuals, but also macro policy work that will help to solve some of the great issues of disparity and poverty that continue to plague our nation. So I appreciate your help in that effort. So enjoy yourselves. We're going to be wrapping up in a second because I got to let my staff go home. But I really appreciate you coming.